Morning, Axel. Morning, Jessica. Hmm. All right. I think we can start. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna turn everything on real quick. Let me just double check to make sure everything is good. Okay. Let's see. Got to turn everything on. So let me just turn everything on real quick. Okay, let's see. Give me a couple more minutes. Okay, everything is uploaded. All right, so let's begin. So today we're doing surface area of composite shapes. All right, composite 3D shapes. And so with surface area, when it comes to this, you have to understand that you're not just taking the two shapes, finding the total surface area of both, and adding them together. No, you actually have to look for the pieces that you need. Okay, so let's take number one for example. Okay, number one, yeah, you're taking the outer area. That means that there's this invisible rectangle right here that you're not going to be using. Okay, you won't be finding that part right there. Now, there's one square here. There's one square here. Okay, there's this back square here, and then there's this one over here. There's one here, and one back there. Actually, they will. I'm gonna use. Yeah. Okay, and then we have this rectangle back there, and then the one in the front. Then we have this rectangle here, and the one over here. And then we have I'm trying to see what the color. And then we have our bottom rectangle here, and we have a top rectangle. Oh, I'm running out of colors to use. Add another color. Let's see, light green. Okay. And then we have one at the very top. There are a ton that you have to understand. Okay, there's a bunch that you have to figure out. Now, to that's the hardest part. Once you figure out all those, you're just adding them together. Okay, so it takes a kind of like a little mental notes of which ones you found. Okay, And I'm gonna start by, and I'm gonna color code all mine. So using colors is an easy way to like keep track of which ones you found. All right, so I'm gonna start with my light green color. And if you look, this length right here is the same length as this length right here. So in order to find the area on the very top is going to be 6 by 9. So 6 times 9 is going to be 1. And then you have, let's say, light blue, which is 5 by 9. So 5 times 9 times 2, because there's two of those. Then we have the purple one, which is going to be 15 times 5. And again, there's two of those. Let's see. In order to find orange, you actually have to find the total of the top, which is actually the same as the green, and you're actually going to subtract it from the missing part right here. So this part right here has to be subtracted from that top part. That way you know only the surface area that's exposed. Okay? So for the green is going to be 15 times 9. Okay? And then in order to find orange, you actually have to find 15 times 9 minus this area right here, which is actually just going to be 6 inches by 9 inches. So 6 times 9. So that's the orange area. Okay, and then we have, let's see what other colors. Red. So red is 6 by 6. So 6 by 6. So 6 times 6, and then there's two of them. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, dark blue. So dark blue is going to be 6 times 9. Oh, actually, I just realized the dark blue and the light green are actually the same color. Yeah, dark blue and light green are actually the same, which means I'm just going to take this and multiply it by 3. And let's see, is there any other ones? Nope, that's everything. Okay, so from here you do all the multiplying and you do all the addition from there. Okay, so 6 times 9 times 3. So up at top we're gonna have 162. Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right, so 162, and then we're gonna have 9 times 5 times 2, which is 90. Then we have 15 times 5 times 2, which is 150. And then we have 15 times 9, which is 135. Then we have 15 minus 9. Oh, wait, sorry, 15 times 9. Then we have 6 times 9. Then we subtract it. So 135 minus 54, which is 81. And then we have 6 times 6 times 2, 6 times 6 times 2, 72. And then we add all these areas together. So 0, 1, 1, 1. So 20, 30, 39. Let me double check. It should be 39. So 1 plus 6 plus 9 plus 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 1. Oh, plus 7. Oh, 40. Whoops. It's a good thing I double checked my math. Okay. 1 plus 6 plus 9 plus 5 plus 3 plus 8. Oh, no, I was right because I accidentally, hold on. So 1 plus 6 plus 9 plus 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 7. Ugh, that was right. It's 39. All right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Okay. Then we add that side, which is 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, or 6. So your answer for the surface area is going to be 690 inches squared. Okay? Yep, 690 inches squared. And that's the hardest part, is understanding what you have to add and which parts you have to add, okay? Now, something like this, there's a ton of different shapes that are hard to add. But this shape right here, it's a cube, which cubes are very easy. And then there's four of the same triangles because it's a triangle, it's a square pyramid. So this one's going to go a lot faster. Why? Because if we take a look, this triangle here is the same as this triangle here, which is the same as that triangle there, which is the same as that triangle there. So all that is just 12 times 13 divided by 2 times 4, because there's four triangles. And then here for the square we have, or the cube, okay, we have one square, two squares, three squares, four squares, and then the square at the very bottom. So it's just going to be 5 of 13 times 13. Okay, so some of these you have to find a bunch of different separate ones, and some of these, if you understand, you just have to look, multiply by how many shapes there are. So let's do this one, which is just 12 times 13 divided by 2 times 4. Oops, 12 times 13 divided by 2 times 4. There it is, 312. And then we have 13 times 13 times 5 of them, 845. And then we just add these together, 7, 5, and oops, that should be a 1. 1. So 1,157 inches squared. Nice and easy. Not as complicated as this, but you have to understand the concept of what you're multiplying and how many you're multiplying it of. Okay, and then from there, it's just nice and simple. All right, here, this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. All right, so let's start with this triangle in the front. So I'm going to mark the triangle in the front, triangle in the back. Okay, so triangle in the front, triangle in the back is going to be 10 times 12 divided by 2 times 2, because there's two of them. Then we have the rectangle here and the rectangle here. So that's just going to be 13 times 9, and there's two of them. So 13 times 9, there's two of them. Now we're going to find this front and the back, which is going to be 19 times 11. So 19 times 11, and again, there's two of those. Then we have these rectangles, which is 9 times 11. And again, there's two of those. All right, and then we have the bottom one here, which is going to be 19 times 9, and there's only one of those. Then we have this part right here, which is going to be the difference of dark blue and this bottom rectangle, which is going to be 10 by 9. So in order to find that, we need to do 19 times 9 minus 10 times 9. 10 times 9. Okay, and then after that, we're going to add them all together, and that will be your total surface area. Okay, so 10 times 12, which is 120. Okay, and then we have 13 times 9 times 2, 234. Okay, then we have 19 times 11 times 2, 418. Then we have 11 times 9 times 2, which is 198. Then we have 19 times 9, which is 171. And then we have 19 times 9. Oh, that's 171. And then 10 times 9, which is 90. So it's just 171 minus 90, or 81. Okay, and then we just add all this together. Okay, so we have a 2, 22, 4, 7, 17, 25. Nope, not 25. I'm sorry. 17. What the? Okay. That's 17 plus 15, which is 32. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 4, which is 11. So your answer is going to be 1122. 22? Yeah. 22 feet squared. All right. Um, let's keep going. Let's finish this one. So let's start with this one here, this trapezoid. And remember, the trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times the height. Okay, so the height is going to be 2, and the base 1 and base 2 is going to be 2 and 5. So 2 plus 5 divided by 2 times 2 times 2, because there's 2 of those shapes. Okay, then we have this top rectangle up here, which is going to be 2 by 6, so 2 times 6, there's only one of those. Then we have the rectangles here and there, which is 2.45 times 6, so 2.5, whoops, 2.5 times 6, and there's 2 of these. And then we have this side rectangles here, which is 6 by 3, so 6 times 3, and there's 2 of those. And then we have the back rectangle here, front rectangle here, which is 3 times 5, and there's 2 of those. And then our last one, which is at the very bottom, is going to be 6 times 5. Okay, and then, so now let's just punch all these into the calculator. All right, so we have let me turn my phone off, guys. Okay. So 2 plus 5. So 2 plus 5 divided by 2 times 2 times 2. So 14. Okay. Then we have 2 times 6, which is just 12. Then we have 2.5 times 6 times 2. So 2.5 times 6 times 2 is 30. Then we have 3 times 6 times 2, which is just 3 times 6 times 2, 36. And then we have 3 times 5 times 2, which is 30. And then we have 30. And then we just add all these together. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So it's 152. Wait, yes. 152 centimeters squared. Okay. And then I'm only gonna do, let's do this 3 more. Okay. So we have, okay. We have, oh, this is gonna take, this is, oh, no, no, no. It's just 8 inches. Yeah. Oh, they actually don't give enough information here. Actually, we can't do this one. I realize this one that I got does not have that part right here. I need this length right there. Um, they don't give it to me. So we're just gonna skip that. We're just gonna go to the next one. How about that? Easy. Okay, so we have this one, which is, let's go with this triangle here and this triangle here. So we don't have the height, but we can actually figure this out because there's a 15 right here. So since this part is 8 and this whole thing is 15, it's just 15 minus 8. So this height is going to be 7 feet. All right, so to find that, we have 7 times 8 feet wide divided by 2 times 2. Okay, again, there's 2 triangles. Okay, then we have this top triangle or rectangle, and then the rectangle here. So that's going to be 15 wide and 8 feet wide, or 8 feet long. So 8 times 15, and again, there's 2 of them. Now we have this back rectangle here and this front rectangle here, which is 15 times 8, which is, again, there's 2 of them. Then we have the front. Oops, nope, I used that color already. Here. We have the front square and the back square, which is 8 times 8, and there's 2 of those. Then we have our bottom one right here, our bottom rectangle, which is just 8 times 15. Another 8 times 15. And there's only one of those bottom ones. And let's see if there's any other spaces. Nope, that's all of it. Okay, so let's put it in the calculator. So 7 times 8 divided by 2 times 2, which is just 7 times 8, 56. Then we have 8 times 15 times 2, which is 240. Okay, actually I'm gonna line this up, 56. Okay, and then we have, oh look, another 8 times 15 times 2, which is another 240. And then here we have 8 times 8, 64 times 2, which is 128. Then we have another 8 times 15, or 120. Okay, and then we add all these together. Okay, so 6 plus 8 is 14. And then we have, nope, that should be an 8. 8, 18, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So 784 feet squared. Okay, and then our last and final question here. Actually, before we get our last and final question, I'm going to show you guys the exit ticket. So, today's color of the day is blue. Blue, blue, blue. Blue is the color of the day. So, your exit ticket's answer is going to be blue. All right, now let's finish the last question. Okay, so we have, again, four triangles at the very top that are the same. Okay, so that's just 5 times 4 divided by 2, and there's 4 of those triangles. Then we have rectangle here, rectangle here, rectangle in the front, rectangle here, and that's 4 times 6, and there's 4 of those rectangles. Then we have our bottom square, which is just 4 times 4. All right, so 5 times 4 divided by 2 times 4 is 40. Oops. What the? Okay, 40. Okay, and then we have 4 times 6 times 4, which is 96. And then we have 4 times 4, which is just 16. Add all these together, 12, 51. Okay, so this is 152. 152 centimeters squared. Easy, nice, and simple. Now, today's assignment on Schoology, all right, is a 4 questions, and the last one I'm going to count as a challenge problem. Okay, so the last one is going to be, so the first 3 questions are worth 3 points each, and the last question is worth 1 point. And the reason why is because the last one you have to do a little bit of extra work in order to find the total surface area, which is why it's a challenge question. It's a bonus question. Not necessarily a bonus question. It's a challenge question. So if you figure it out, you get the full 100. If you can't figure it out and only figure out the first 3, you still get a 90. Okay, that's how it's going to be graded. All right. But that's it for today's lesson. I'll be back on Zoom later today at 1 o'clock. Again, remember, um, I forgot what I was thinking. Oh, exit ticket today is blue. The color of the day is blue. All right. Tomorrow is going to be Friday, which is our makeup day. So I won't be streaming tomorrow. I will be on Zoom, however. So once you're finished with today's assignment, you're done with my class for the week. All right. Make sure you are actively working in all your classes. We only have 2 weeks of school left. All right. I know it's come so fast. It's so strange. And we haven't seen each other in almost 2 months already. I miss you guys, but can't really do anything about that. Hopefully, I can see you guys next year. Hopefully, they open school next semester. They open school on time for next year. Hopefully. All right. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you on Zoom at 1 o'clock. Okay. Make sure you complete today's assignment.